So let's start with big news here at the Daily Wire, and for me personally, you may remember, if you've been watching the show for a while, back last summer in 2023, when I missed several weeks of shows over the course of the summer and told you that I was missing the show because I was working on some big projects, one big project in particular, and I've mentioned the project vaguely every once in a while since then. And I know that there were some members of the audience who had given up hope that that project would ever be revealed. Maybe you thought that it was just an excuse I was making because I wanted to go on vacation and be lazy. But, you know, for all of my faults, I like to think that when I tell you that I'm working on a big thing, it's because I am. And it may take a while, but if I'm working on it, you're going to see it. And now at long last, I can reveal it to you. This thing has been a very long time in the making. We've been working on it behind the scenes all this time, really for over a year. And last night, we finally debuted the trailer for my new film, which is called Am I Racist? And that's the question that began my journey well over a year ago, a very, very personal journey into anti-racism and DEI, a sort of racial awakening, if perhaps. So let me play the trailer for you if you haven't seen it yet. Here it is.
Let's be clear what's happening in this country. It's Nazism. Republicans are Nazis. You cannot separate yourselves from the bad white people.
Growing up in the 90s, I never thought much about race. Sure, you noticed, but never really seemed to matter that much, at least not to me.
Being a white, straight, cisgender man, it's the top of the pile.
I'm on the top of the pile. That's me. Am I racist?
I would really appreciate it if you left.
I'm trying to learn. I'm on this journey.
Can you please leave?
If I'm going to sort this out, I need to go deeper undercover. If I want to be an ally, I need to look like one.
What is racism?
Martin Luther King said not to judge people by the...
Martin Luther King said a lot of stuff.
Is America inherently racist?
What the hell is that?
The word inherent is challenging there. America is racist to its bones. All of the...
So inherently.
Yeah.
The entire system has to burn. And I'm not going to even use save this country. This country is not worth saving. This country is a piece of shit.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
They gonna say I'm racist.
Joining us now is Matt, certified DEI expert.
Here's my certification. Where are you guys on your anti-racist journeys? So I'll look around the room and point to who we believe is the most racist person in the room.
We want to rename the George Washington Monument to the George Floyd Monument. Would you mind signing it?
You will? What do you think about this issue of heteronormativity and how it intersects with the broader structures of racism in society?
They gonna say I'm racist.
What's up with white people? What are you doing to decenter your whiteness?
Who's making it the center? Why are they doing that?
And what you're doing is you're stretching out of your whiteness. This is more for you and less for you. White
Folks.
White.
Trash.
White supremacy.
White woman.
White boy.
White.
Entitlement.
White.
Centering.
White.
Silence.
Is there a black person around here?
So there's a black person right here. Does he not exist?
They gonna say I'm racist, but they call everybody racist.
Hi, Robin.
Hi. And what's your name?
I'm Matt.
Matt. Hi, Matt.
Nice to meet you.
Just had to ask who you are because you have to be careful.
Never be too careful.
They gonna say you racist, but they call everybody racist.
So that's the trailer. One thing I can tell you about the trailer is that we definitely did not put the best moments of the movie into the trailer. I know a lot of times you see a trailer and then you go see the movie and you think, okay, so you know, I didn't even need to watch this movie. All the best stuff was already in the trailer. I already saw it. Saw the whole movie. Saw the best parts of the movie. I promise you, we did not do that with this. In fact, if anything, I think we may have erred in the opposite direction a bit too much, because we were maybe a little too cautious about making sure we don't spoil any of the best moments. But there's just a lot in there that I don't want to spoil it because we didn't put it in the trailer for a moment. We want you to be surprised when you see it. But this journey goes places that you're not going to expect. For example, at the end there, that was, as many of you probably know, that was none other than Robin DiAngelo, anti-racist expert extraordinaire, author of White Fragility. We know going into this project that was someone we really wanted to talk to, and we were able to. And all I can say is you're going to want to see where that conversation goes. And it goes somewhere that you won't expect. I'm not overhyping it to say that you just are not going to expect where that conversation goes. That's all I'll say about that. And the whole movie goes somewhere that you won't expect, in fact. And you know, this is the follow-up to What is a Woman, because it's our next film. And we got the whole band back together, the whole team from What is a Woman got together to make this film. But this movie is also not What is a Woman. You know, this is not What is a Woman Part 2. This is we took a different approach with this one, and we did that both because we wanted to challenge ourselves to do something different rather than, you know, finding a formula and sticking to it. We didn't want to do that, and also because this topic, and we discovered this more and more as we were making the film. But this topic and what we wanted to explore with it, it just demanded a different strategy. And so that's what we did here. And there'll be plenty more to say about this film, and I'm sure we'll have more bits and pieces that you'll be able to see from it before it is finally in theaters on September 13th. So that's the other, it's really two pieces of big news here. One is the film, and the second is that we're going to be putting this in theaters. And tickets, pre-sale tickets will go on sale in the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for a lot more information about all that. Very excited to finally have this out in the world and to be able to talk about it, especially because I can tell you one thing, working on this film behind the scenes over the last year and a half, it's been the most ambitious thing I've ever done in my career. I think I could say the most ambitious thing that anyone on the film has done in their careers. Very difficult to pull off in a lot of ways that will become really obvious to you when you see the film. But maybe the even bigger challenge for me was to be on air for the last year and not say anything about this. There's so many times I've wanted to say something, or we go out and we shoot a scene for this film and something completely wild happens, and then I got to turn around and do the show, and I can't tell you about it. That's been tough. And I still can't tell you so much about it. We can really have the full conversation once the movie's out and you guys have had a chance to see it. Thanks for checking out this video. If you'd like to listen to my full podcast on the go, you can check out The Matt Walsh Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.